It's all right, son. It's only me. Look, I've hardly any time. I just brought you some stuff on the way to work, all right?
There's a police in here, yeah?
Aye, they've been round.
You didn't say anything, though?
Not at all. Name, rank, and number.
Good. Well, just keep your nerve and keep it shut.
Oh, well, judging by your experience of the wrong side of the law, I think you probably know best.
What'd you have to say that for, then?
I'm sorry, son. I didn't mean to wind you up.
Why did you even do it? All right, I got to go kick him from Jess, but I mean, at least that'd have been the end of it.
Never mind the end of it. It was near the end of you, so it was.
Well, at least it had not been blown over.
Well, why don't you concentrate on getting well now, okay? And getting out of hospital.
Yeah.
Do you know, he's had me fooled. I thought he was straight. And then he goes and does something like this.
Yeah, you're right, love. I would never have had him in the house if I'd have known he was a tea leaf. I'll see you later.
Ta-ra.
Right then, that's it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. See you soon.
Ta-ra.
What's all this? What's going on?
All right, Jack, I was going to come and see you and Vera, but I've been that busy.
Oh, I can see that, aye.
I've made my mind up. I'm going to make a go of it with me and Paula.
Ah, well, she's a nice enough lass, is Paula.
Oh, she's more than that. She's a woman who's going to help me put my life back together.
Well, that's no reason to leave the street.
Well, it makes more sense me going living in Blackpool rather than her coming here. I've had enough of it round here anyway. I just want a fresh start for me and kids. I've always fancied living next to the seaside.
So you've had an offer already, have you?
Yeah, well, once I decided, no point hanging about.
Nobody could accuse you of that, lad. Right, well, give us a ring before you go. And say bye-bye to the babies.
No, Jack, I didn't mean... Jack! Jack!
Oh, she's gone.
I heard.
Do you not... Well, do you not think that you're coming down just a bit hard on her?
No, I don't, Martin. She left Anthony on her own.
Yeah, with David.
He's 10. He can't even look after his rabbit properly.
OK, so she did a dumb thing, but she's young. She's learning.
Martin, you're not taking this seriously. She left a little baby on her own in this house, crying her eyes out.
Yeah, and put like that, it sounds bad, but the fact is, David was in the back. She's gone across the street for 2 minutes.
So she said.
Yeah, Bethany came to no harm. So how about you just quit going on about it, eh? You know, you're only upsetting yourself. And Sarah.
You know, I wonder you don't get fed up of being right all the time.
Sorry.
It's always me who has to wield the big stick with Sarah, isn't it? You just sit back and wait to play Mr. Nice Guy.
Right, so what? You're angry with me now, are you?
You never back me up. If you back me up, I'd have nothing to go on about.
Listen, I just want to go to work. I don't want her.
Of course, it's easy to appear reasonable all the time if underneath you basically don't care.
You okay?
All right, Vic. Yes, I'm fine. What can I do for you?
About you and Jez. Well, I just want to keep out of it, okay? You know, what you did, and that's none of my business. So, if the police ask me about the taxi, then, well, I'm not going to say how. So, fingers crossed, eh?
Mm-hmm. Is that it? Vic, I don't know what you're talking about. You want to just tell me? Make it clear what you want to say?
Well, Steve made me promise to keep my mouth shut.
Oh, I see.
Jim?
What?
Some guy on the phone about the sale of the garage.
Tell him I'll call him back.
Well, do you not want to talk to him? I thought you wanted to get the papers signed.
Tyrone, will you shut up? Just tell him I'll call him back, all right? Vic, look. What Stephen does is his own business. I don't mind. And whatever promises you made to him, I don't give a damn. You do what you want to do. But I'll tell you one thing. I'm not asking you or anybody else to do any lying on my behalf, all right? So just chill out and get home. Go on.
I don't believe it. When's he going?
Well, if he's already got an offer on the house, pretty soon, I should think.
Well, why didn't he tell us?
You'll have to ask him. But, man, she's a nice enough girl, is that Paula, isn't she?
Well, maybe so, but it's only known her 5 minutes. And he's up in sticks and going to Blackpool. That can't be right.
Vera, we are not in a position to judge.
And it's not right for them kiddies either. And I'll tell him when I see him to his face.
Now's a chance.
Hiya. I think I owe you two an explanation.
No, your private life's your own business, I'm sure.
I meant to come round and chat to you both about it, but I never expected to get an offer in the house so quick. And you probably think it's a bit soon to be moving in with Paula.
No, it never crossed our minds, did it, Jack?
Nobody will ever replace Judy. They couldn't. But she'd want me to move on, not just for my sake, but for the kids. The kids don't want a dad who's on his own and miserable.
Nobody wants you to be miserable, son.
No, we don't. But, I mean, going to live in Blackpool when you've a perfectly good house there and it's paid for.
Yeah. And every time I go in the yard, Vera, I see Judy lying there. And it was her life insurance money that paid off the mortgage. How do you think that makes me feel?
Oh, Gary. You know, whatever you decide to do, we'll be behind you, won't we, Jack?
And you'll still be the godparents.
Yeah. And Blackpool's not that far, is it?
Same as it's always been, unless they've shifted it.
You can come over and see him at weekends. You can see Tommy at the same time.
Yeah. It'd be something to look forward to, won't it, Jack?
I knew you'd understand, Vera, if I explained it.
Of course I do. In fact, I were only saying to our Jack the other day, I said, what Gary needs is to settle down. And that Paula's a lovely girl. I'm sure she'll do right by our Gary.
I'm sure it was me who said that.
Don't matter who said it. The important thing is it's true.
Is a bitter, please, Natalie?
How'd it go with the police?
Ah, well, you know the police.
Do you think they've got any idea?
I'm sure they got plenty of ideas, but they don't have any evidence.
Well, they won't find any in here.
Hey! I bet you're glad someone's finally put that toe rag Quigley out of his misery. Well, I hope he suffered. Scum like that ought to be stoned. Or roasted over a slow-burning fire. In fact, roasting's too good for the likes of
For
him.
God's sake, Les. The man's dead. Is that not enough for you? Forget it.
What's up with him? I was only trying to be friendly.
You're disgusting. Do you know that?
Rita, I'm so sorry if we kept you waiting.
Oh, that's all right.
But you've got a new hairdo. It looked lovely.
Well, thank you.
Instead of going out to eat tonight, why don't I cook you a meal?
Do you mean at your house? I know this will sound daft, but I don't think I'd be quite comfortable with that.
Well, you're home then? I'll bring all the ingredients, everything. I'll even provide the wine.
Oh, no, if you're going to cook, I'll supply the wine.
Deal.
Deal.
It's just my mum. She never gives me a chance. She just always assumes that I'll get it wrong unless she tells me. As far as she's concerned, I'm only a kid.
She's just a bit over-anxious.
Yeah, she just thinks I'm not a fit mother.
Oh, I don't think that's true, Sarah. Anybody who's seen you and Bethany can see how dead right you and that baby are together.
Do you think? I am doing my best.
Of course. But maybe you need to show Gail that you're thinking things through properly. Prove to her that you're more grown up than she thinks.
Yeah, you're right. I'll definitely talk to her about it.
Yeah, well, don't let it turn into a row, though, because that's not a very adult thing to do.
You reckon? All her and Martin ever do is row.
Oh, they're smart then. Very continental.
Yeah, well, they're only glasses. But talking of continental, look what I've got.
Oh, you got stuff from France, great.
Yeah, and I got you something else. It didn't cost a lot, but I thought it might make up for the one that you lost.
Oh, Norman, it's lovely. Oh, thanks.
Not getting engaged, are you?
No, it's just a little present.
Take my advice, love. You start off sinking into his arms and you end up with your arms in his sink. It always ends in tears.
Not all blokes are like that, you know. She lost her favourite ring, so I bought her that one to replace it.
You didn't lose it in here, did you?
I'm not sure.
Because we found one in the ladies the other day. Gold band. Emerald, I think it was.
Yeah, mine was an emerald. You haven't still got it, have you?
I don't know, we'll find out. Toya, have you still got that ring?
Yeah. Oh, I don't believe it. Do you know, I never thought I'd see that again.
Hey.
Oh, thank you.
Now you've got two.
Is it definitely yours, then?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely mine.
Well, you're lucky, love. Do you know that ring that Les got us for his anniversary? It's only been nicked. Excuse me, but I think you'll find that that's my ring. It's the one Les gave me.
Mum, look, it is Emma's ring. And it's the one that Les gave you.
What? How come?
I think you best have a drink before I tell you.
Well, you don't want to let the likes of Les Battersby upset you. I mean, the guy's gob's not connected to his brain.
Oh, sit down. No, but he's only saying what the others are thinking. Oh. You know, I was in some firefights when I was in the army. You had a 7.62 in your hand, you pull the trigger and somebody's dead. But, I don't know, there was a purpose, you know? Someone was giving you an order.
But no one can blame you for what you did to Jez Quigley.
Can't they? You see, when I think about it, maybe I did want to kill him.
You didn't.
Yeah, but you don't know that, do you? I mean, I don't even know myself.
But I know you.
Ah, well, you think you do. You see, Natalie, it doesn't matter which way you cut it, does it? Your man's dead, and it was me who killed him.
Jez Quigley killed my son, and what happened? He walked free. He nearly beat your son to death, and he would have got away with that as well. And he would have carried on and on and on, but you stopped him. Not Inspector Reynolds and his merry men. You.
That still doesn't give me the right to go out and kill...
Yes, it does.
No, it
yes,
doesn't.
Yes, it does. Justice has been done, and you have got to get on with your life and forget about this. Don't waste it on the likes of Jez Quigley, because he's just not worth it.
Yeah, you've got a point.
So, what you're saying is, Les claimed the ring was Janice's, and then he gave it to her for an anniversary present?
Yeah. I'm going to divorce him. I've had enough.
Then how did it get back here?
Because I found out what he'd done and made him give it back.
So it was Les that stole it off me? Right. This time, I really am going to knacker him.
Yeah, not before I've had a word with him.
My last husband was exactly the same. He lied before his breakfast, his dinner and his tea. It's something in men's brains, like dodgy wiring.
You're not really going to arrest him?
No. Actually, I've got a better idea.
We don't know anybody in Blackpool.
Hiya.
Hiya, son.
Hiya, love. Of course we do. We know the Hawkins and Gary.
But we don't know anybody else. It's one thing visiting a place, it's another thing moving there.
Moving where?
Blackpool. Vera wants to move to Blackpool.
Why? Well, it was just a thought. I mean, we're going to have to leave bed and breakfast anyway. Leave the bed and breakfast? Why?
Eunice has decided to sell up.
What, you mean we've all got to go?
I reckon.
So I'm going to be homeless?
Well, we all are, love. But I don't know what you've got against Blackpool.
Look, Vera, you've got a job here, I've got a job here. For us, it'd be like starting from scratch. Now, it's all right for Gary, but for somebody at our time of life, it'd be no joke.
Well, I'll just catch you later, then, eh?
Right, so look, it's a lovely idea, but it just isn't practical.
Yeah, you're right, I suppose.
Poor Sarah. She's trying so hard. But I can see it from Gail's point of view and all. Both of them are stuck in a situation that neither of them would have chosen.
Well, they seem to be managing.
Managing's not the same as being happy, though, is it? There must be loads of women stuck like that. With children they never really wanted, having to manage.
Oh, come on, you cannot say that Bethany is not very well taken care of.
Oh, no, I'm not. I was just sort of thinking, that's all. All them babies that nobody really wants and a couple like us here on our own. We could give a child a really good home, I reckon.
How do you mean?
Well, we could take a child that nobody else wanted.
Us? How?
Well, there's all sorts of ways, isn't there? Fostering, adoption. It was just a suggestion. Other people adopt, why not us? They can only say no.
All right, girls.
Yeah. Never better.
Pint of bitter, love.
Da-da-da-da.
Where did you get that from?
Emma.
Emma?
She got it off Dennis.
When I arrested him.
I told her that he'd nicked it off me, so she went straight over to the garage and had him searched.
He was close to tears when we locked him up. You know, some blokes can handle jail, some can't. I reckon he's a sort of a crack-up.
Surely he'll get bail.
Oh, no, not if we oppose it. These have to be taught a lesson, Les.
You're not wrong there. That's what I've always said. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
You must be the lowest form of life on this earth, Leslie Battersby.
What have I done now?
Obtaining goods by deception?
Oh, you grassed me up.
She didn't have to. You're far too thick to be a criminal.
Look, it was a misunderstanding. I didn't mean to deceive anyone. Ask our Toya. Whoever lost that ring, well, they'd have just claimed on their insurance, wouldn't they? Probably got something much better.
And what about Dennis?
Would you really let him go down for something he didn't even do?
No, of course I wouldn't.
I want you to listen to me very carefully, Les. The prisons in this country are overcrowded enough without having to deal with the likes of you. But if anything like this ever happens again...
It won't, it won't, I promise. I just wanted to get Janice a decent present for a wedding anniversary. I had a moment's relapse.
I'll be watching you.
Hey, does that mean Janice gets to keep the ring?
Ah.
Les, the ring belongs to Emma.
How was I supposed to know?
Can you recommend me a good divorce lawyer?
You know, Norris has cooked me a few good meals, but I have to say, that takes some beating.
Well, I worked for some time as a chef. That's why I enjoy cooking.
Well, I hope you didn't mind coming here to do it.
No, of course not. I understand how you feel. At least I hope I do.
Well, I think I just need a little more time to adjust.
You know, Isabel and I didn't have the greatest marriage in the world. I know I've said that before, but we did have an understanding and we were very good friends. I talk to her now, you know, in my own mind, as a friend, and I say to her, what should I do? And she says, just be happy.
We have to be so careful. Happiness is such a fragile thing.
I know.
I'll make us that coffee.
Oh, let me do that. You've been cleaning tables all day.
No, I can manage. You've been working, Sue.
I never meant to upset you about this adoption thing.
I'm not upset. It's just having a child. It's not something we've discussed, is it, really?
We could discuss it now. To be honest with you, it's something
I'm not against it in principle. It's just that, well, you know what'll happen. We're not like other couples.
Yeah, we can give a child a good home, though. Anyone can see that.
Yeah, but they won't, will they? They'll see all the other things. It's like when we got married. We're outside the rules. We don't fit. And as soon as we do come up against the system, we have to fight just to get what everybody else takes for granted.
Yeah, but if we got a child, it'd be worth it, wouldn't it?
I forgot to put the bins out. I better go down and see to it.
You don't know what a difference the last few weeks have made to me.
Oh, I think I do. I've been on my own long enough, too.
I think I've had too much to drink. You're thinking I'm a bit silly.
Would that be such a bad thing?
You know, I don't envy young men these days. I mean, when I was a boy, you knew what was expected of you. You took a girl out, and if you were serious, you got engaged. Now it's do what you like, and everyone talks about their feelings.
Endless.
Well, I'd better be going.
Oh, why? Well, it's not late.
But you have to get up early.
No, I don't. Norris does the papers.
Oh, yes.
Anthony, you don't have to go. You could stay, and we could see how we went on.
Are you sure?
I wouldn't say if I wasn't.
Whiskey, please, Natalie. One for yourself.
Thank you. You look very smart.
Ah, well, I don't scrub up too badly.
So, what's the occasion?
Regimental do. I wasn't going to go, but then I thought about what you said. Got to carry on with life, don't I?
Good.
There you are. Good luck.
Well, I hope you enjoy yourself.
Oh.
Jim, I'm glad you took my advice.
Thanks, Natalie. I'll see you.
I thought you were just putting the bins out.
I never get a chance to see to this counter. Gail always kept it wiped down, but unfortunately, Vera is not quite so fastidious.
Roy, I thought you'd want a family as much as I do.
It's not a question of that.
What is it a question of, then?
Once we get into all that, I can't protect you.
Well, I know it won't be easy, but it's worth a try, surely.
You have to fill in forms, answer questions.
So does everybody else.
Look, I'm sorry, Hayley. I can't get into all that. I just couldn't bear it.
Don't you want us to have a child of our own?
That's a physical impossibility, isn't it? So why don't we just leave it like that? We're best off as we are.
Yes, sir, can I help you?
I've got some information about a murder. I'd like to make a statement.
Right, I'll just get someone to see you. What was the victim's name?
Gerald Quigley. I killed him.